What do you call something that walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and swims like a duck? You call it a goose. My name is Victor Ashley, and I'm with Skyline Properties. You can reach me directly at 425-559-4590. Again, it's 425-559-4590. So I get asked quite a bit, or it's more of a statement sometimes. It's quite frankly, Victor, I can't afford a house. So I just wanted to dive into the numbers real quick, because this is why I only track the houses in the 98043, 98036, and 98117 at the current moment. It's because the median household income qualifies for what I like to track. So let's take a look. Let me show you real quick. So if you didn't know, today is February 14th, Valentine's Day, and I don't have a date. So unfortunately, you get the data tonight. So where we're at is, let's get this started. So home buyers are kind of basically broken up into a bell curve. You might remember this from school, or you might have been graded this way. But how it kind of works out is the majority of people fall in the middle of the curve. As you can tell, this is our existing home sales for single family in 2021. So this doesn't include last year, and this is from Black Knight. So you might not like them, but I'm using them for it. So Black Knight is a firm that tracks this stuff. But here we go. So as you can tell, here's the curve. This is where it begins. On the very high end, you have our 2 million plus buyers, and then you have the people that are all the way in the 1 million right in here. Well, if you look at the median home sales for Washington, and this is from the Washington Office of Financial Management in Washington State, you'll see that the median in 2021, again, is 560,000. So if this is the median, and this is how the curve is, it would just shift it over just a little bit right about here. Okay, so that would be that the majority of home sales happen in the 300 to the 749 range, roughly. That's cool, but let's take a look at that. So what does that actually mean, Victor? So let's go into 98043 right here, and this is from the Census Bureau. So here's Mount Terrace, 98043. The people that live in this area have a median household income of $88,000. That also means that it kind of breaks it up. So $88,000, and then if you have more than one person in the household, it's roughly $108,000. Let's take a look at a mortgage. What that means is for the average household in this area, bringing a $45,000 down payment, their purchase budget is roughly $400,000. If we go a little bit lower than that, then let's just make it a single person or somebody on the lower end. It's 326. That is almost exactly where our bell curve lands. Now, that's doable. And when I say it's doable, it's dependent on what you want and how you want to live. You want to live in a condo? Do you want to live in a house? If you want to be in a house and you find the house that you really want, it has 5 bedrooms and it has a half an acre, more than likely you're not going to find it in the Seattle area. You're going to find it in Eastern Washington, or you're going to find it down in Centralia for this kind of price range. But this is the kind of thing that we have to do if we're going to find something that works. Let's go into a different zip code just so you have an idea of where you're looking. So let's track another one that I like to look at, 98036. And again, this is from the Census Bureau, so if you don't like it, tough cookies. This is actually from the government. So in the Census Bureau, what they came out with is, again, it's 85, just over 85 is your household income. And if you can't see this, I'm sorry, I'll blow it up later and I'll have a link in the comments below. But 85,000 is roughly what the individual earner mixed in this area. Households are about 125. Well, let's put that in here. And again, we're going to keep our down payment the same. And as you can say, that's between the 315 all the way to the 451. And again, that would be right about where our bell curve lands. If we just shift this just a little bit to the right to accommodate exactly where we are looking. So let's take a different one just for, just to do it, 98117. 98117 is a little bit higher in the income bracket. So this is what we call a step up for somebody that is in the area. Usually you would move from a 98043 all the way to a 98117 theoretically, if you move up in household income or you want a slightly bigger house. So as you can tell, our income range in this area is about 147 all the way to 195. It's a little hard to see on this. But let's just do that one, 147. We're going to keep our down payment the same. We're at 529. And then 195. And that would put us right at 700. So this is why, when you look at the bell curve, we land almost exactly where we need to be. Okay, so the majority of people are going to be looking for them in this area and in that price point. So occasionally I get asked though, Victor, I don't like your numbers. I want to just find a house that works for me. I need 3 beds, I need 2 baths, and I need it in generally whatever area it is. That's great. Let's take a quick look at that. So if you're not trying to stay only in those zip codes, just give a quick gander at that. So let's do this. Everything active right now, at least 2 beds, under $500,000. Let's take a quick look. And this is in the Seattle and East Side, all the way down in SeaTac to Kent, and all the way up to North Everett. Right now, there's 123 of them. At least 2 beds and under 500,000. So this is not to get discouraged, but I want everybody to know exactly that, the numbers, we can make it work. It's just dependent on exactly where you are wanting to live, how you want to live, who you want to live with, and then in particular, who you want to share a room with even. So please contact me at 425-559-4590. My name is Victor Ashley with Skyline Properties. You can reach me again at 425-559-4590. And hopefully you have a pleasant day, and it was a pleasure working with you.